Living with pain can be unbearable and no doubt disrupt your daily activities that you love to do. Well, the specialists over at Florida Pain Relief Group want to help. And joining us today is Dr. Rudy Gary to talk about how to deal with back pain. Good morning. So unfortunately, I think a lot of people watching this morning, whether it's them or maybe someone they know, I would imagine back pain is something that you guys deal with a lot in your office. I know a lot of people struggling with back pain.
Well, pain is actually the most common complaint to a doctor's office.
Just pain in general?
Pain in general. And of the pain in general, low back pain and back pain is the most common type of pain that we tend to complain.
Why is that? Where is all of this pain coming from? Just too much wear and tear?
Well, what I tell people, if they think back to their physics days, your lower back is where most of your stress comes from.
Okay.
So there's a lot of bending and twisting and bending and twisting and so forth. And eventually there's wear and tear. And what happens is that, we have muscles, we have joints, we have ligaments, we have bones in there, all kinds of tissues, and it causes inflammation. And that inflammation tends to lead to irritation of your nerve endings, which leads to that pain. People talk about the sciatica, shooting pain. Well, sciatica is basically inflammation of your sciatic nerve, which is the big nerve that comes from your lower back. That's one of the most common types of pain, and it's excruciating. I mean, that pain is unrelenting.
It's debilitating. I know people, that really kind of stops what they want to do on a daily basis.
It's so bad, you want to like cut your leg off because it hurts so much. But if you think about it, it's the inflammation of that nerve. So what we do is we find ways to reduce that inflammation.
Well, and let's talk about what it is that your office and your team over there can do, because it's not just pain medicine. And I think we've been talking about this country, it's no doubt about it, we're addicted to pain medication. There are a lot of people don't want to do that, but they think that's either their only option before going into surgery.
Yes, and unfortunately we have an epidemic of pain medications. And our field is called interventional pain management. And the key word is interventional. So what that means is, if you think about pain and how the way that we feel pain is through nerve endings. So what we do, our group, we are specialists, and we are anesthesiologists, physical medicine, rehabilitation, and neurologists, etc. And we subspecialize in that field, and what we do is we find ways to reduce your pain without pain medications.
Wow, and without surgery either. So what is it that you guys are able to do? What are you finding working for people?
Instead of going in and, let's say, performing a large operation, which sometimes you need it, but if we can avoid that operation by finding ways to reduce the inflammation around those nerve endings, usually we just do it through a series of injections, through a needle. It's a 5 to 10 minute procedure. It's relatively painless. We do give you some sedatives to make sure that you don't feel anything at all, and then you get to go home the same day.
Well, if someone is watching this morning, how do they know that it's time to come in, see you, and see your team?
Well, I think that what they have to ask themselves is, if you're living in pain and you want to find some ways to reduce that without just getting all kinds of pain medications, we're the group that you want to come and call and talk to. You want to talk to an interventional pain specialist who are going to find ways to reduce that pain without the operations and without the pain medications.
And by the way, this morning we're just talking about back pain, but I know this is just one of the many areas that you're able to help people who are really struggling.
If you have pain anywhere in your body, and we mean from head to toe, we can help you.
Well, I am so glad. Thank you so much for being on this show this morning. Thank you so much again for the work that you're doing in the community. I hope people are watching this morning and say, yes, I want relief, and I hope they call. So thank you so much for being here.
My pleasure.
All right, and if you would like to learn more about how Florida Pain Relief Group can help relieve your back pain, just log on to floridapainreliefgroup.com.